FaceTime and hit recording. Welcome to Frank Presents the Play Call. We've got the team here. June's about to put on this Super Bowl 52 hat. America and fans and friends and family, people that listen to us, that watch us, you know, June has to constantly remind me that the Patriots lost to the Eagles in Super Bowl 52. I mean, it's like the guy that gets lucky with that one girl in high school that was so flying dope that they got to remind everybody about the one girl they had in high school that was so flying dope. So, you know, I give him grace because he's got to do it. He's like Ted Bundy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my bad. Al Bundy, not Ted. Al Bundy, the high school, 4 touchdowns.
I was going to be like, did you just call him a serial killer?
I don't know why I thought about Ted.
Yeah, I know. Good Lord. Jeez,
what's up, Bree? How you feeling?
Good. Tired.
Yeah, you've been traveling.
Jet lag. Look at Toby. Toby's standing on big business back here.
Yup. Look at him. Toby's chilling.
He's looking out the window. Toby, what are you looking at?
June, how you feel, bro?
Happened.
Not gonna lie, man. I feel really good. But I know, you know, it comes with life.
Nikki, really how you feeling?
Oh, I'm good.
Oh, great. Thank you for answering. I appreciate you. Well, Bree, go ahead and take it away. Do your thing, girl.
Okay, so week 12. So on Thursday, the Packers defeated the Lions 29-22. The Cowboys defeated the Commanders 45-10, and 49ers defeated the Seahawks 31-13. On Friday, November 24th, the Dolphins defeated the Jets 34-13. On Sunday, November 26th, the Steelers defeated the Bengals 16-10. Jags defeated the Texans 24-21. Colts defeated the Bucks 27-20. The Falcons defeated the Saints 24-15. Giants defeated the Patriots 10-7. Titans defeated the Panthers 17-10. Rams defeated the Cardinals 37-14. Broncos defeated the Browns 29-12. Chiefs defeated the Raiders 31-17. Eagles defeated the Bills 37-34 in overtime. The Ravens defeated the Chargers 20-10. And on Monday, November 27th, the Bears defeated the Vikings 12-10. So we have another tie again this week. June and Nikki both tied 13 correct predictions. Brother Cruz came after.
I'm saying he's you gotta let him live. Just let him live. I can't say that. Let him live.
Brother Cruz with 11, then me with 10, and Frank with 9. So those were the pick'ems of the week. So we'll start with Frank. We'll start with Frank. You want to just recap really quick, less than 5-minute recap on what you've seen throughout the weeks and what games you want to talk about?
It's going to be quick for me. You know, I really don't have much to celebrate these days. So I'm going to celebrate the fact that we did set a record in the NFL. We're the only team to lose back-to-back games and keeping the team to 10 points and can't beat them. So, hey, shout out to Belichick. His defense did something great. Other than that, you know, all seriousness, no, my team sucks, so I can't talk about them. But I don't really have much. You know, Bills lost to the Eagles. Eagles found a way to win. That's what you want to see in a team, is find that way to win.
Jalen Hurts accountability for the first half. That was good.
You said what?
Jalen Hurts took accountability in the first half. That was good.
Yeah, he does. But he knows how to do that. Jalen, you know, he's a very good human, I would say that. He knows how to interview. He knows how to talk at the end of the games. He knows how to lead. I like him. I think he's a good quarterback. I think they missed out on him, letting him go in the second round. But, hey, it is what it is. Eagles found a way to win. You know, Bills gave the game away again. I don't understand how many times you got to go to overtime and lose. But, hey, it is what it is. Yeah, I don't know. Texans fell short to the Jags. Kind of disappointed there, but
that was a good game.
Yeah, it was.
But there were a few calls, especially that pass that they said was an incomplete pass. That was clearly a catch, you know?
But, you know, it's like I say, though, you shouldn't leave it down to one call.
one
It should
call.
be, you know,
Yes.
they give us good games though. The Texans, I will say this, they give us good games. Even if they lose, it's a good game. I mean, and you can't count CJ Stroud out. I think they're playing very consistent football. It just sucks they lost to the Jags.
D'Amico Ryan is doing a hell of a job on that with that team.
He is. Give him credit there.
Good boy.
No, that's about it. I didn't see a lot of games. I watched the Texans and Jags. I want to see what the Texans are going to do. It's good to see Calvin Ridley and Trevor finally start connecting. They're getting a lot of points in fantasy, so that means they're connecting.
Yeah, Calvin Ridley did.
It took them the entire season to finally develop a connection, but yeah, it was a good week. Good week. You know, not much major.
All right, June. June, you want to go next with your games, or I can go. I can go. Then you, then Nikki. It don't matter. We'll save you. We'll save the best for last. We'll save you for last.
10-1 for last.
All right. I'll save my good stuff. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet.
All right. First game I want to talk about. Packers can't count Jordan Love out. You know he's.
Are you going through the whole games though?
Huh?
You going through all the games?
No, I'm not going through all the games.
All right. Cool.
Keeping it down to five minutes. You know. All right. So Jordan Love, they did phenomenal over there against the Lions. You know, divisional game. It was really, really good. Very, very, very proud of him. You know, that's a big win, especially with the way the Lions have been looking. That's a huge one for Green Bay and Jordan Love. So kudos to him. Amazing. My biggest takeaway from the Dolphins and Jets game is a referee got the shit beat out of him trying to break up the fight and left with a busted lip and blood everywhere. So I think that was my biggest takeaway. Steelers, so proud of them. First game without Matt Canada as our offensive coordinators. First time the team has had a 400+ yard offensive game since Matt Canada has been OC. So it took us 58 games to get a 400+ yard game. So very, very proud of him. Jags and Texas game was really good. Both teams are really good, really, really strong. Trevor Lawrence was connecting with his wide receivers. They had some very, very good plays. Tank Dell and CJ Stroud, that dynamic duo is going to be a problem later on in the NFL. The more that they connect and the more that they do things, they're going to be a big issue. Broncos and Browns game. That was a good game as well. Broncos look good. They look really, really, really good. Their defense is playing like they have the number one defense in the league, not Cleveland, you know? So that was a good game to watch. Also, the Eagles and Bills game was also fantastic. It was phenomenal. Mm-hmm. That's what all football games should look like, to be honest with you. That neck and neck, who's going to win. Blowouts are also good, you know? But I love games where you don't know, like, this game could go anyway. Mm-hmm. So that's really all the games I've seen. Very, very, very disappointed in the Chargers, though. So that's all I have. Those are the games that I just wanted to say my 2 cents is my game of the week would definitely have to be Steelers and Bengals, because that was the one that we needed. And I say that's my game of the week because that was a whole completely different offense on that field this week. And Jim, Pat Freiermuth is off IR too, by the way.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Freiermuth.
I fucking dropped him too. I dropped him.
Guy.
And he's back.
Yeah, like 20-something points?
Yeah, like 1 million points.
I left Rashid Rice on the bench, 24 points.
Mm-hmm. All right, Nikki, you're next.
I don't know what to say because I didn't really get to watch much football. I can say that I'm very happy that my Jags did what they had to do when they had to do it with the team they had to do it with. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got.
Put your camera back on. June.
So I'm gonna keep it short and sweet.
I hate him. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet.
So there's actually two games that stood out the most to me, and I'm gonna save the best for last. But the first game that I want to highlight is definitely gonna be the Broncos and the Browns game, right? And the reason that I'm gonna highlight that game is because the Broncos are above a 500 team, guys, and they are in the running for the freaking the wild card. Did you guys hear what I just said? That the damn Broncos are in the running for a freaking wild card spot. Can we look at the a wild card right now?
Yeah, that's a topic. So I mean we could cover that now. I can post that picture.
Well, no, I'm not gonna go too much into it. I just wanted to touch base on that really quick. So that's the reason why I wanted to give these two games were the games of the week.
Oh, it don't have the ones the runnings at the bottom though. So
Yep.
we'll
Yep. So I mean right now the Broncos are tied with the Colts, Texans, and the Colts and the Texans.
Yeah.
But I just want to say that I'm gonna be that guy to tell you, I was not a believer in the damn Broncos at all, given the start that they had, and it wasn't so much. And I know we talked about it in the podcast. I mean, on the FaceTime during the games. And it wasn't because I didn't believe in Russell Wilson. I just didn't believe in the team. I didn't believe in the chemistry that they had. I definitely didn't believe in Judy. I didn't believe in any of the receivers because they kept getting hurt. I didn't believe in a running back because they let go of old buddy. I forgot his name. And at the end of the day, it almost seemed like Russell was struggling in the beginning, but after Frank was bringing up his stats week after week, it wasn't even a Russell Wilson issue. It was just the team that just kept losing somehow. And then after that blowout loss to Miami, I was like, yeah, you count them out. But big shout out to the Broncos. That's definitely a team that I've never imagined saying, hey, the Broncos are in the running for a wild card spot in the second half of the freaking season. So big shout out to them. That's for me. And the second game that I'm gonna give is the damn Eagles, right? The reason I'm gonna go with the Eagles, they played the Bills, back-to-back AFC team that they faced. They were down again in the game, and like Frank said, Jalen Hurts found a way to come back and win the game, and then he didn't just take that drive and he threw that touchdown and they won the game. He ran that damn touchdown in there. He won the game. So much for his damn leg contusion. That's one. And not to mention,
they don't know Jalen Hurts like we know Jalen Hurts.
Ooh, BG said that, right?
Yeah.
But more interesting, right? And more crazier. I mean, shoot, it was a hell of a game in with that type of weather. Like, who would have expected a game with such fireworks with that type of weather, which is kind of crazy, right? I mean, it rained the whole game, and I wasn't trying to make that as an excuse, as Bree kept reminding me, oh, is that your excuse? No, that's not my excuse, damn it. But then it was raining the whole game. Like, it didn't even stop raining, not even during it stopped raining during halftime, then it started raining again in the third quarter. It was crazy. So again, I'm loving it. The reason that I'm loving it is not just because we beat the Bills, it's the fact that we're coming off a bye week and the gauntlet of the teams that we're supposedly be losing to after the bye week. Here goes the second week now in a row that we're beating them. The damn 49ers, good Lord. Every time I go online, that's all the shit that I keep reading. I've read what Deebo Samuel said. He said he's not going to take back the comments that he said about Bradbury. He said that he 100% believes that Bradbury is trash. So
Did you see what I posted in the chat? What AJ Brown tweeted?
Yeah. I seen all the remarks and whatnot, and I can't wait. I can't wait for Sunday. We got the arm. Let's get the other one. Shout out to the Birds, 10-1. Let's keep. Hey, first team in the NFL to clinch the playoffs. Let's go.
No, speaking of that, we can knock this topic out now. So the Philadelphia Eagles, they will clinch the playoff berth with you guys beating the 49ers and LA loses or ties, or you guys win, Detroit loses, and Green Bay loses or ties, or you guys tie plus the Rams lose plus Green Bay loses or ties plus Atlanta loses or tie. And then the fourth scenario is you guys tie plus a Rams loss plus a Green Bay's loss or tie plus a New Orleans loss or tie. So the reason why y'all didn't clinch last week or this past week is because Green Bay won.
I mean, they're gonna be the number one seed.
Yeah. I believe
that.
Seed. So at first, originally, it was that if you guys were to beat the Bills, you guys were going to clinch that playoff berth at number one seed. But with Green Bay beating the Lions, now you got to wait for this week.
Well, hey, even better. I'll tell you
all
what.
You need the Rams to lose and you guys to win to clinch that number one seed. That is the most reasonable scenario right here.
Well, I'll tell you what. It's more so. I'm just looking forward for this week. Oh, gosh, I just can't wait. You know what I mean? Just can't wait. I really. And all these damn 49ers fans. There's only one humble dude out there. He don't listen to us. But and I'm not even going to give him a shout out because you don't deserve it. So I'm not going to give him a shout out. I'm going to stop talking about him too.
Who?
I'm not going to give him a shout out. She said.
Okay. So next week right now. So this is after week 12. This is what the current playoff pitch look like. So number one seeds Baltimore and for the AFC, number 2 seed Kansas City versus number 7 Colts, number 3 Jags versus number 6 Browns, number 4 Miami versus number 5 Steelers. And then on the NFC, we have the number 1 seed, which being the Philadelphia Eagles. Then you have the number 2 San Francisco's facing the number 7 Vikings, the number 3 Lions facing the number 6 Seahawks, and then the number 4 Falcons facing the number 5 Cowboys. So this is right now, if the playoffs were to start right after week 12, this is what the playoff picture would look like. Now the Colts are up there. They have a better record when it comes to conference than the Houston Texans, but they have the same exact record. But Houston, Indianapolis, and Denver Broncos all have the same record right now. So it could be any given Sunday, and one of them could clinch that number 7 seed.
Go back to that picture. So besides the Eagles, because I think they're the only true solid team consistently because they've been proven at 10-1. Who you think who you think is another solid, real good team? Like, no questions asked, that we can see them going far in the playoffs.
The Ravens.
June?
In the AFC?
Anywhere. We know the Eagles. So what I'm saying is there's a lot of teams up here that the NFL's been inconsistent the whole year. Inconsistent. There's only one team that's consistently found a way to win and pull it out was the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Hands down. They've beat teams with winning records. They beat teams with losing records. They just beat them. What other team can you say the same thing about? Is what I'm trying to get at.
I have to go with the Chiefs.
Okay. All right. I'm glad you brought that up. But what about you, Bree?
I'd say the Ravens.
Ravens?
I think the Ravens could beat the Chiefs.
I think so too. What about you, Nick?
What was the question?
I think also, a Steelers offense on Matt Canada. Well, you never know. You never know. The question was, Nikki, besides the Eagles, what team on here, on this bracket, can you see going far in the playoffs? No questions asked.
The Niners, the Ravens.
Yeah, I say the Ravens. I say the Ravens as well. But if we could beat the Ravens, so we could beat. If the Ravens number one seed and we beat them, we could beat everybody.
Yeah, that's that. Hey, my team's the best team because this team beat this team, but this team lost to this
Look,
team.
a Steelers
My
offense.
team beat them.
Mm-hmm. You know, we can all talk about this now too, right? Boom, right here. Number of 400-yard games under Matt Canada, 0. Number of 400-yard games in the first game without Matt Canada, 1.
Well, we all know he hindered your offense. We know that.
Yes.
And when I was looking at the reason I asked the question is because I was looking at that. And when I looked at the Steelers going to the Dolphins, in my mind, I'm thinking the Steelers could win that.
Mm-hmm.
If they play strong defense, they could win that. They can really win that because you can get after the quarterback, right? And we all know that. We all know that what's his name? Tua can make mistakes. He makes mistakes. So that's why I asked the question. I feel there's a lot of not frauds. I shouldn't say that. There's a lot of teams that are not really there, and there's teams that are coming around at the right time. So, for example, your team is coming around. I think the Texans are very dangerous because we have how many weeks left? If they can get into the playoffs, it could be dangerous, right? The Chiefs, they just had a great game. Rashid Rice had 24 points in fantasy. They were moving the ball. If the Chiefs find a way to get that offense going, they're a problem because their defense is actually good. You know, the Eagles is the only team that we really be like, okay, well, you know, they're 10-1. You know, we don't see if they lose one more game the rest of the season, it's not going to hurt them. They're still going to be the number one seed. You know, and I think that this playoff record, I don't think the Browns are going to go far. That's just me. With Deshaun out and they don't have I think the rookie quarterback got hurt. I don't think they're going to go far. But other people, I mean, it's up for grabs, man. I'm really interested to see what's going to happen. But yeah, he's a proof that, you know, he was holding your defense, your offense back. 400 yards the first game gone.
Here we go.
So, Kenny Pickett, his first game, not under Matt Canada, went 24 for 33, threw for 278 yards, averaged 8.4 yards per average 8.4 yards. His rating was a 97.8. That's the highest quarterback rating he's had all season. Najee Harris, 15 carries, 99 yards, 1 touchdown. His longest was 22-yard run. Pat Fryermuth's first game back, 9 catches, 120 yards. He averaged 13.3 yards per carry. George Pickens, 3 catches, 58 yards, averaged 19.3 yards per carry. Deontay Johnson, 4 catches, 50 yards, averaged 12.5 yards per catch. Jalen Warren, 13 carries, 49 yards. Allen Robinson, the second, 1 catch for 11 yards. You know, so he's connecting with our and then our other tight end, Darnell Washington, 10 yards. Every single wide receiver that has caught the ball has averaged a first down pass. That's amazing. When was the last time we seen that this season?
I can't remember.
We haven't, you know?
Yeah. So
this is the first game where Najee Harris had a 99, over 50-yard game.
Yeah, I remember I was mad until he caught that touchdown. I was so mad. I was like, I should have got rid of his ass. But
TJ Watt had 5 solo tackles and 2 sacks this game. You know, he now in 98 games has 97.9 sacks. in under 100 games. And right now he is at 13.5 sacks for the season. I think he could beat his 18.5 record.
I think he could. I mean, we said a couple of weeks ago that after week 8, it was going to be when you start seeing these teams separate from each other. And June said something about the Broncos, man. Broncos are very dangerous. They got rid of their top defensive and their defense is stepping up big time. Russell and Cortland Sutton are connecting like Russell and Lockett back in the day. And people slept on Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson's numbers this year is 68.3% completion. He has 2,199 yards, 20 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. That's crazy. Patrick Mahomes' numbers, 68% completion, 29-17, 21 touchdowns to 9 interceptions. Jalen Hurts, 67% completion, 26-97, 18 to 10 touchdown interceptions. Russell's playing good. He's playing good. CJ Stroud, I think, has probably one of the best records up there. He has 63%, but he's 32-66 with 19-5. That's not bad. Very good numbers. So, I mean, MVP is really something that needs to be. I'm not saying Russell's MVP. I'm just saying he's playing well and he's doing good. So,
why he can't be MVP?
Truth be told, there's no reason why, but I would say if anything, it's probably the record. We have to see how the year finishes out. Is he making a strong case? I think so, but I think CJ Stroud's making a stronger case.
Yeah. I'm not against CJ Stroud, right? I was just saying it sounds like you really dismissed Russ, and I'm like, well,
no. I told you I've been. Once I saw Russ's numbers, I felt Russ is being. I feel people are disrespecting Russ because they just disrespecting Russ. I think Sean Payton's doing a great job getting that team together and getting Russ back normal. Everybody was criticizing him because he was throwing Russ under the bus sometimes during the press conferences, but I think he was now is getting falling into formation. Unfortunately for Russ and that team, they're in the West when you have Mahomes there, and they have that division on lock. But they're 6-5. Last year, how many games they won last year? 3 total, I think, right? Was it?
I think so. Let me look it up.
4-11. So they only won 4 games. This year they got 6 ready. And I think they could win some more. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, why not throw him into the MVP conversation? I'm not dismissing. I'm saying his numbers are good. He actually has the best touchdown interception ratio in the league right now. With that being said, I think the only thing that's going to hurt him, though, if Jalen Hurts wins it, because now I think he's like the front runners because they're 10-1. And I necessarily don't agree with that. I think
they're not 10-1. But
yeah, they are 10-1.
No, they're not.
What you mean, Nikki? That's what the record says. Hey, did you put that segment in there, June? Are we doing a segment? June's gonna do it. He wasn't gonna do it.
No. I thought we were week 12. No, we're going to week 13 now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
okay, yeah, that's all.
Oh,
no.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
I'm behind.
Yeah. No, because of the bye week, they're only 10-1. That's all.
Yeah. I'm like, how? We're only in week.
So Carolina fired their coach. I don't think the coach was the problem at all. Their owner needed to be gone. So,
well, you can't fire your owner.
I know you can't fire the owner, and that's the issue. Because I did some soul searching and some research, and fun fact, the Carolina Panthers owner, right, David Tepper, he confirmed that they were supposed to trade to number 2 and take CJ Stroud. That's what the head coach wanted. The head coach and the GM wanted CJ Stroud. But he insisted, and he was confident to get Bryce Young and then for the number one spot.
The owner.
The owner.
Oh.
Yeah, but the problem is this, right? I don't. So I read something earlier. I don't know. Was you that put it out? Who put it out about regardless of who they would have picked, the team needs help.
Mm-hmm. But
So
they have weapons. They offensive wise, they have good weapons, you know.
Who you want to take this tape? Who you want to debate this?
Nikki can.
Okay.
I just feel like the Texans, I think if Bryce Young would have went to the Texans, he would have been doing good too. Because the Texans last year, if you remember, sorry, I didn't know we're doing tapes. I'm just talking now. Remember last year, the Texans, they were looking promising. You gotta remember, I'm talking. You gotta remember, right? The Texans last year were playing. They just couldn't find ways to win. Right? You go look. Some of the games were really close games that the Texans lost. They were playing. They just couldn't find ways to win. You get what I'm saying? So you plug and play. You put one person. Now they're winning. I think if it would have been Bryce Young, they still would have been winning. The Panthers were their real build is they're still rebuilding. They ain't where they need to be for you to capitalize on some of the small little plays that positions or, chips that they're playing. Same thing with the, what's this thingy? I was just talking about this team earlier. I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, so I don't think either or, I think be in the situation they are in now, regardless of who they had picked.
You mean the
Panthers and the what's their name, and the Texans?
I think the Texans are in a good position when it comes to their players and the coaches and all that stuff.
Yeah, I agree with you. The reason why I just say the Texans is because I wanted to get C.J. Stroud instead of Bryce Young. If he would have had C.J. Stroud, I think the Panthers would still be in the situation they are in now.
I don't know, maybe not, because C.J. Stroud is the reason why Tank Dell is on Houston. So wherever C.J. Stroud said wherever he was going to tell him to take Tank Dell, I think it depends on also just the player's mindset. I said it before and I'll say it again. I said it before the draft even started. When you look at their pro days and their combines, right? C.J. Stroud was playing more of an NFL style when he was doing the drills versus Bryce Young. Bryce Young was still struggling on a lot of things. They wanted Bryce Young, why? Because he's coming from Alabama and Nick Saban. He's coming from the college that produces everything NFL, But his mobility, his style of quarterback play isn't up to that NFL par yet. That's just my personal opinion. I think that wherever CJ Stroud would have fit, yeah, he struggled at the beginning, but then he bounced back, I feel like wherever he went, he still would have been a good quarterback at the same time because of how well he's playing and how well he did in college in Ohio State, how well he did during the combine, how well he did during his pro day. I think that he wouldn't have had an issue wherever he went in the NFL.
I'm not going against what you're saying there. What I'm saying is last year, the Texans, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were already hitting their stride, okay? Without CJ. That's the point I'm making. If you look at some of the games they played last year, even though they lost, they were playing. They were so competitive. You get what I'm saying? Like sometimes.
Yeah, they were competitive at the very, very end when it didn't happen anymore because they finished with a 3-13 record.
No, even before that, you got to see. That's what I'm saying. If you go look at their season last year, even games that they lost by very little. It wasn't like they didn't play. You get what I'm saying? So the point I'm making, like their record last year didn't really speak to how they started to play, how they started to gel, right? So the
Mhm.
point I'm saying is that with CJ being placed there, they were already rebuilding. They already was
Mhm.
making positive strides. So if he was an addition to there. If they would have put Bryce Young, I still think they would have been going the uphill that they were going anyway. You get what I'm saying? Panthers
Yeah.
has been struggling. So sometimes, like, you know how, we say, oh, sometimes it takes that right person to make a thing, to make the team work. Well, they were already working. Like, the Texans were already working. Like, they were already going uphill. So
Yeah,
adding
but they were missing that
whoever filling
quarterback because Mills wasn't it. I don't think he was it to keep them going far. Yeah, they're losing by 2 and by 3 points, by a touchdown, by a field goal, but his numbers weren't up there like how they are right now with CJ. So I feel like they needed to draft a quarterback, regardless of how much they lost last season, and regardless of how much they were this close to getting to be in that team. His numbers weren't showing, and his numbers weren't proven for him to be that QB1 of that team. So
I agree. I think what I'm trying to say, you're not 100%. I'm not saying they didn't need a quarterback. I'm just saying if they would have put Bryce Young, I still think they produced it. They still would have been, because they were already progressing. It wasn't like they were dirt doo doo, and then CJ came and he brought them up. No, they were already coming up. He
yeah,
was
they
just,
were.
just
And
like,
then yeah,
right,
no, I agree. They were. And then they made
right.
those free agent things. But I also feel like if CJ Stroud went to the Panthers, they probably would have been progressing as well. Don't forget
Yeah,
last
see, I
season
don't
they
agree
finished,
then.
huh?
See, I don't think so. I think the Panthers was
I
in a
do, because
worse.
they
Yeah.
added weapons in the offseason that are good weapons, like Adam Thielen. He's a great addition to that team. Their
Mm-hmm.
defense is a pretty strong defense, right? They finished last season 7-10. They finished 7-10 last season, right? They finished
Mm-hmm.
second in their division. Now, if you would have added CJ Stroud and Tank Dell to that offense this year, I feel like that it would have been a different team. I wholeheartedly believe that would have been a completely different team. And I know for a fact that wherever CJ Stroud went, Tank Dell was going, because right after CJ Stroud got drafted to the Houston Texans, he told them, "You better draft Tank Dell next." What did they do? Draft Tank Dell. Now, if he would have went number 1 overall and got drafted to the Carolina Panthers, he would have told them, "Hey, I need y'all to draft Tank Dell," and Tank Dell was going wherever he was going. I feel like though I think that Bryce Young, I don't want to say he's the full issue, but I don't think he's NFL caliber ready. And I was saying that prior to the draft even happening. So that's why I say what I say when I say, even if you put CJ Stroud on there, they wouldn't be where they're at now in 1-10. They wouldn't have an opposite record than the Eagles right now.
Okay.
June, you have any intake on?
I don't know. It's a scary situation in Carolina. They were struggling last year, and it just seems like they got extremely.
They were struggling until Sam Darnold got off of IR and started waiting for them.
Well, the thing is, who's their backup quarterback?
Andy Dalton.
And he seemed to field like once or twice when nobody got hurt or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is, they were struggling last year, and they're still struggling this year, but even worse. They added Deuce Staley, which is a great running backs coach.
That's the point I was making.
He just got fired. They added Frank Reich, which is a good OC. He did well in Indy.
Mm-hmm.
Got fired.
Mm-hmm.
The only coach they left on there, and I'm pretty sure they left others, but that we know of, is the damn special teams, because they wanted to use him to build Price. I'm not sure what's going on in Carolina. Is
So
Carolina the new Texans when the Texans were struggling, and now next year they're gonna make a crazy run and be suspenseful?
but I wouldn't say, I would say definitely when they had Baker Mayfield under center, they were struggling big time last year. But I wouldn't say that they were struggling last year because remember, they had the same record as the Bucks, and everybody knows the Bucks are struggling. But when it comes to looking at it from a division standpoint, it was if they would have beaten the Bucks, they would have won the division and made it into the playoffs, you know? And them finishing second in their division, 7-10, just right behind the Bucks. I don't see that as a struggling season when they went through 3 quarterbacks that entire season with an interim head coach that season as well. And they didn't have the weapons that they have now. They had one weapon, you know, that's now gone, you know. But I wouldn't really say they struggled last season when they picked up right in the right moment to where they could have made the playoffs, if that makes sense. And they finished second in their division. That was the first time they finished second in their division since I want to say 2016.
Wow. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing over there, but whatever just happened wasn't good.
All right. So this question is going to be for Frank and for June. Who has more to gain this weekend, the 49ers or the Eagles? So we'll start with June.
I would say the Niners. I don't think the Eagles have, and the reason I would say that is solely because of I mean, obviously I don't want us to lose, but if I had to answer your question without being biased, I would say the 49ers. And the reason that I'm going to say that is because the 49ers have a chip on their shoulders. They talk the most, and they claim that the reason that they lost is because they didn't have a quarterback. So if they lose the game, they don't have nothing else. They have nothing else to say. But if they win the game, they could now they have to say, hey, we won the game, and the reason we lost the game is because we didn't have a quarterback. So the Eagles have nothing to lose. They lose and they still have the best record in the entire NFL. They win, and guess what? They just beat the 49ers, and they still have the best record in the NFL. They clinched the playoffs, and then what? Now we get ready for the playoffs, and we start playing our second stringers, like Frank was saying a while back, and we play conservative. But to answer your question, Bree, the 49ers.
Frank?
He took my answer. So I asked this question, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. I think the 49ers do have more to gain. The reason is Eagles are 10-1. They can lose this game, it doesn't matter. They're still gonna be the number 1 seed, and they're still gonna have to come through Philly to get to the Super Bowl. I think that if the Eagles win, then actually no, I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna change my take.
All right. Okay.
It's the Eagles. It's the Eagles.
Yep.
It's the Eagles. And here's why. For the same thing June said, is because last year they beat them and Purdy wasn't there. And a lot of people felt that if Purdy was in the game, it would have been a very big different game. Right? The play calling is going to be different. The game is going to be different. I think that these teams match up perfectly for each other, right? On one side, you do have a quarterback, and don't get me wrong, Jalen Hurts is playing better than Purdy because they're winning. But I said block Purdy. We haven't seen, you know what I'm saying, Jalen Hurts without any of his weapons. You know what I'm saying? We haven't seen Jalen Hurts. Well, they just lost Lane Johnson, but you still got Jason Kelce. Who made the block at the end of the game in overtime to free up Jalen Hurts to that running touchdown? It was Kelce.
Jason.
It was Kelce. It wasn't Lane Johnson. It was Kelce.
But that also shows you that with Lane Johnson not there either, like their line struggles, you know?
So this year, numbers-wise, Purdy 70% completion. He's 28-71 passing, 19 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Way better than Jalen got 30 interceptions already. So I think the Eagles need to do that. And I think
Frank, no, he
win. Nah, he don't. He has 10. I just need him to get 2 more. I need him to get 2 more. So he can double what he did last year. And I could be right from the beginning of the season. The Eagles have to win.
That's the winning formula. That's the winning formula to have the best record in the NFL.
It's no picks. No, but so I'll get to that in a minute. No, I think the Eagles need to win. Because if they don't beat the 49ers, right? And let's say it's not even close, or let's say it's close, what you do is giving life to a machine and letting them know, listen, we could have beat them last year. Because ain't nothing changed this year from last year, except y'all lost a corner, right? A cornerback or a safety.
No, but the only thing that changed for them is that they lost Miles
Sanders,
but they got Swift, who to me is playing a lot better than what Miles Sanders has been playing.
So when we look at position players, quarterback to quarterback, I give it to the Eagles. Running back to running back, I'm going 49ers. Wide receiver to wide receiver, I think is a push. I think it's a push because Deebo Samuels is more versatile than AJ Brown.
Yes, because Deebo Samuels can also play running back. But when you put them in a wide receiver caliber, I got AJ Brown over Deebo Samuels. But when you talk about wide receiver twos, I got Ayuk over Devontae Smith.
That's why I say it's a push. It's a push, right? When you go to offensive line, I think both offensive line compare. And remember, 49ers have the only NFL player ever to have a 99 in Madden as an offensive lineman, and that's Trent Williams. And he's a big difference maker. Tight end, y'all don't have Goddard no more, but even if you had Goddard, I'm going to go Kittle because Kittle's a fucking beast. So, and then you go defense. 49ers defense is not a game. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, June, do y'all got any Hispanics on your defense? Because if y'all don't, I'm already making y'all lose. Because Fred
They
Warner,
do.
Who is
they
it?
do.
Because I ain't seen no commercials with the Hispanic on the defense. Fred Warner's Hispanic. So I'm going to go with my Hispanic people.
Yeah, but you know who else is Hispanic that they didn't put in that freaking commercial for Mexican Heritage Month?
It's Hispanic. Hispanic Heritage Month. Not only Mexican, Bree. You sounded very...
No, but they I thought they were only talking about the Mexicans. They were in that commercial. They were talking about the Mexicans.
No, it's everybody. Because he's Panamanian. Fred Warner's Panamanian. And Gonzalez is Colombian. So... But no, I think the Eagles do. That's my take. I know I went over my 5 minutes. I apologize. Eagles got to win, come out on top. 49ers, and this is how I'm going to end it. It doesn't really matter what you do in the regular season. It's what you do in the postseason. The Tampa Bay Bucks lost to the Saints twice. They got swept twice in the regular season. Postseason came, it didn't matter. And they got beat at home. So, to me, is what – but I think the Eagles need to win.
What are the NFC standings again, Bree, real quick?
Yeah, the number one.
No. As far as the damn it.
What kind of standings you want? Like rank standings or stats?
No, ranks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I just wanted to see how far off is the 2, 3, 4.
What are y'all putting in?
So Eagles
you're talking about
49ers are 8-3, Lions 8-3, Cowboys 8-3. That's the top 5 teams in the NFC conference right now. By conference, not division or league. So it's Eagles, Niners, Detroit, Dallas, Seattle, Minnesota. That's that. Now, if you go by like division and league standings, Eagles are 1 in league. The Eagles are number 1. Baltimore's number 2. Chiefs are 3. 49ers are 4. That's the top 4 teams.
And then can I get the...
So I think Nikki wanted to say something on that. So
Okay, we'll come back. Okay, I do. Hold on. So I'm happy you changed your answer, right? And I'm actually you picked your answer. I think they equally have to win for different reasons. I don't think one outdoes the other, if you want me to be quite honest, right?
I'm gonna go check it here.
Okay. I think the Niners are getting hot where you can't just throw it away, right? You can't just dismiss, right? And I think for the Eagles, most of the team they played, they're not the same team of last year, right? They're not putting teams away, right? So it only takes that one team, you know what I'm saying? Think about it. The Jets beat them, and I'm not saying it in a nasty way, right? So that's I think I appreciate your answer and June's answer. I think they both equally need this win, and not even more for record, because let's be honest, Eagle went 10 or whatever before they lost their first game last year. But at the end of the when it mattered, they lost. The game that mattered, they lost, right? So you can't always look at season and equate their record to, the talent of the team, and let's be honest, any fucking given Sunday, it's real. It's a real statement, right? So I think they both equally need this win for different reasons. That's all.
I think
But yeah,
there's something Nikki said, and look, last year the Eagles were supposed to be the best team.
Man, what are you doing?
You know what I'm saying? And last year's last year, this year's this year. I think I just want to see a good game. That's all I want. A good
I'm
game.
gonna post something really fast, and I think this is pretty neat, and this right here, Jalen Hurts plays his best game when he is under pressure. 1 second, I just have to save it. I just saved it, and now I'm gonna post it on here. Okay, so when winning, Jalen Hurts has a 62.5 completion percentage, 1130 total yards, 7 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 65.9 rating. When they're currently losing in the game, 71 completion, 1,977 yards. He scored a total of 22 touchdowns when they were down, 1 interception, 14.1 rating. Hurts plays his best football when the team needs him the most.
So I said this on Sunday, and I'll say this again. They're the type of team you can't allow to hang around. The Bills messed up because they didn't put them away when they had.
They didn't put them away. Mm-hmm.
If they would have put them away, they would have lost. The Eagles would have got beat, mollywopped. But they didn't. They got the turnovers they wanted. They didn't do it. Now, give respect to that defense who did their job when they had to do their job. That's what I've always said about the Eagles. They're not the same team as last year, but they're finding a way to win, and that's dangerous. But how Brother Cruz said it, how many games are we going to constantly win by this chance that we pulled it out when there's a team that comes in our home and ain't going to give us that, right? So we already all know Kyle Shanahan is not going to give that game away.
Nope.
So if they take a commanding lead, you can count on them to be conservative with the ball because we already know what the Eagles are going to do. The reason I say Eagles need to win, the 49ers have a right to feel the way they feel because they can say we didn't see our best team versus the best team. Our quarterback got hurt. They hurt him on purpose. You know what I'm saying? They picked on him. Now I'm playing. He got hurt. It was a crazy hurt, and we all saw the game together. When he went down, we said it. The game was over. We said it. Eagles came out on top, but like you said, Nikki, the game they had to win, they didn't win. And that's why I feel like 10-1, 15-1, 6, that shit don't matter. Because when you go into the postseason, everybody's back to 0-0. I feel that you can't give a team like the 49ers that inkling that we can beat you. Because if they get that inkling that we can beat you, they have a lot of stuff to rectify. The team that loses in a game has more to correct than the team that won. I go back to 2007. The Giants almost beat the Patriots in Week 16. Patriots beat them. Giants said, oh, we could hold them to 14 points. Brady said, nobody's held it to 14 points all season. What happened? 14-17. Patriots went 18-1, and Eli Manning got his first ring, and they were the 6th seed. The 6th seed. Ben Roethlisberger won his first ring as the 6th seed in the AFC with Jerome Bettis and them. So you could never sleep on that team that's hungry. that's hungry. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like the Eagles have to beat them to remind them we the big dogs in this bitch. But like you said, Nikki, on any given Sunday or Saturday in the playoffs, some team could show up. Don't let Jalen get hurt. Don't let Jalen get hurt like Birdie got hurt, and now your team fall apart because we don't know what the Eagles look like without Jalen Hurts.
I mean, it's too many variables. You get what I'm saying? And I only say that it's because the Eagles ain't playing like they did last year.
Yeah,
you
they
get
just
what I'm saying? Like,
as a team, they finding ways to win.
So,
Well, I'll tell you
and
what
I'm
the-
not saying that to say.
Regardless, they're not playing how they played last year. And with them finding ways to win, we have to respect that.
Yeah,
Because
that's
they're
why I
winning.
respect it. I do respect it.
Yeah, and that's why
100%.
I didn't say. That's why I said I think they equally. You get what I'm saying? I didn't downplay them to big someone else. You know, I just think that they both equally have to win it for different reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's a big game for both of them for different reasons. The reason for Niners isn't the same reason for the Eagles, you know?
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, so like if the Eagles were doing the same thing they did last year, like throwing teams away, like score wise, then I would definitely say the Niners. Like, yo, they ain't no squad they didn't blow out, or ain't no squad da 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 da. But it's not the same.
You know, something that they said on Speak, man, and Acho said this. You know, Shady McCoy, he had the Eagles all in his mouth. Pause. Acho was like, in the last couple of weeks, the 49ers manhandled the Jags and they manhandled the Seahawks. He said, that shows different, you know? That's what made me think about the question is who has something more to gain? Just like I said, I'm looking forward to it. I'm picking Eagles. That's just me. But
I haven't decided yet. I have to wait.
I'm going with the hot team. I'm going with the hot team. Purdy has to show me something more than that. Jalen has shown me that in the face of adversity, he's gonna come through.
Well, I'm going Niners.
Okay, when we get there, we'll get there. All right.
But I'm gonna tell you why I'm going to go Niners. I think so for me because
We gotta, Nikki. Wait. We're gonna do that when we do the pick.
I know, but I'm still talking about. I'm not. I might change my mind by the time we do the pickup. I told you I'll wait till my feelings. But the reason why for me is that to me the Bills have been inconsistent, and I think the Bills gave the Eagles a little bit of business. Everybody that knows, no, I typically wouldn't pick the Bills. I mean, I think y'all picked them against my team, and then my team won. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I don't know. They just a little bit inconsistent. And you're right. They have good games, and then they have games I'm like, yeah, well, them again. But I thought the Eagles was gonna win, and that's why I picked the Eagles last week. But the Bills gave them business. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, but you know, it's kind of like almost saying the Bills fired their OC, so the Bills are going to come into Philly and they're going to try to show out and prove a point that it was, but that might have been the issue with the OC, just like Matt Canada issue in Pittsburgh, and it almost paid off. But guess what happened with the Bills? Gabe Davis ran to the left. He ran his route to the left, and Josh Allen threw the football to the right. You know what I mean? And that was the deciding factor in that game.
Shit, you don't got nothing against. I agree with you. I'm not.
Right.
I'm not.
No. I'm just saying when it came down to that game, because it could have went. It was just a split decision, right
that
there.
Went another way. Right? Yeah.
But no, I mean, the Niners, they went to Jacksonville and won. They went to Seattle and won, and now they're going. And we're talking about away games. After a 3-game losing streak, they go to 2 away games and they're trying to make a statement, right? And they pretty much have, right? With the All-Star team that they have over there, which is cool. Again, I'm excited to see it. I think they have more to prove coming into an Eagles game. Not if it would have been another game, then it would have been just another pick for me. I'm picking the Eagles, obviously, but in this case, I think there's more pressure on the 49ers to win this game than the Eagles. The Eagles are going to go through their routine. They're going to look at the 49ers flaws. They're going to build a strategy, and we're going to come up with this W. The 49ers, they're going to come here and they're going to try to make a statement, and they're going to try to make the statement that they try to play out, especially Ayuk, whatever his name is, that he tried to say after the game. So I can't wait. I can't wait till Sunday at 4:25. Tune in, fellas. Purdy, I wish you nothing but the best. You know, I don't want nobody getting hurt. I hope that don't play a mental game by him coming to Philadelphia in Tier 1. And we all know who Tier 1 is. Tier 1 will be healthy, playing the same position, the same time, same channel, same time he was last year. You know what Tier 1 is, Nikki?
Huh?
You know what Tier 1 is.
All right, yeah.
You know, 29 sacks in 29 games. Ready. Let's go.
All right.
All right, so now we have pictures. Okay. So this is the first one. Do we agree? So each team's best players in the 2010s, right? So everyone can take a second, just look. That's too many people. And if you don't agree, what player would you swap out for that team?
I only looked at one team.
Andrew Luck.
And it's 2010. So from 2010s, from 2010 to 2019. So in the 2010s era.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't front. You got Calvin Johnson, Lyons, Darrell Reeves, Andrew Luck, Cam Wake. I'm Wake. Philip Rivas, Von Miller, Julio Jones, LaShawn McCoy. He's a dud. Aaron Donald, Drew Brees, Joe Thomas, Cam Newton, Antonio Brown. Yeah, that's about accurate. Those are the people that make the most impact. Matt Forte, running back for the Bears, was dope. Khalil Mack, when he was on the Raiders, did his thing. AP was AP. Jason Peters in the 2000s?
All right. I said the same shit.
Where was Kelsey at?
2010. Kelsey, where's freaking Dawkins?
No, 2010, June. And up. The Dawkins wasn't doing nothing by then. Trent Williams, yeah. Eli Manning, of course, got 2 rings. You got to give him credit for that, right? Zach Martin, yeah. JJ Watt, yeah.
Watt, yeah.
Bobby Wagner, Justin Tucker. I don't know. How Lamar's been in the league how long?
2019 is when he was drafted. Or 2018. 2018.
Yeah, AJ Green at the time for the Bengals, yeah. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's right.
Okay. All right, I just thought this was pretty cool. Highest percentage win-ins out of all Big Four. So this is what NFL, baseball, hockey, and basketball.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, now you see them
What?
Sixers and 76ers.
Yeah, and they see Boston and Pittsburgh, both over 500.
That's cute.
That's cute. Your team's over 500 too. Frankie, looking for the Patriots?
No, I'm looking for the Yankees.
Oh, the Yankees?
Yeah.
They are...
Well, it doesn't matter. Look, it does not matter. Where's the? Yeah. Oh, they're right there, number 578, right next to Toronto.
Oh, okay, I see them.
Yeah.
You looking for the Patriots?
They're right there, 513, by the Browns and the Mets.
Okay, above 500.
Yeah, I mean, you said 2019.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't say, from 2001 and on. It's a big difference. The number's different then.
Okay. So this is really cool. Washington had 4 current NFL coaches on their staff in 2013 and went 3-13. You had Matt LaFleur was the QB coach, Mike McDaniel was the wide receiver coach, Sean McVay was the tight end coach, and Kyle Shanahan was the OC, and they went 3-13 that year.
Think about it. 4 head coaches, one has a Super Bowl, one been to the Super Bowl. So you got 2 that been to the Super Bowl and got a ring. The other 2 still finding their way.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Crazy. But they were all under Mike Shanahan, see?
Mm-hmm. I just wanted to put this on here. We're back number 4. We're 12-0. We got the ACC championship game this Saturday against Louisville. So make sure you guys watch that. We win the ACC championship. We're guaranteed a spot in the playoffs. So,
Bree, I'm watching Colorado play. I ain't watching y'all.
Colorado do what? They don't have a bowl game.
No.
You gonna watch them watch us? They gonna live stream our game?
Oh God, that's what I'm watching. I'm watching. No. Oh yeah. That
Kenny Pickett and Matt Fryermuth without Matt Canada. Looked you.
I'm sad now. I'm depressed. I'm depressed now. Those were the glory days. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, on some real stuff.
I thought this was funny. The next one. Go ahead. Go ahead, June.
Hey, on some real stuff. Don't forget, guys. Tune in Saturday. Delaware versus Montana. All right, let's go.
I thought this was funny, right? Mr. Belichick, we have the top 2 pick in the draft. Let's get a QB. Belichick, let's go. I just traded down to 20 for 27th round picks.
Listen, he is under fire right now. I don't think he's gonna beat it next year, to be honest. I don't think he's gonna beat it next year. He's gonna be gone.
Okay. All right, so this is from Pro Football Impact. This is their Take 12 takeaways for the Bills. They said Allen with another MVP type game this week, but the defense and special teams let him down. Do you guys agree?
Yeah.
We're just looking at the Bills one.
The Bills, look, Josh Allen played a good game. He did.
Mm-hmm. He did.
And they didn't capitalize in that defense. Why the hell would you not spy Jalen? Like, come on. The whole game, they were going back and forth. You know, I'm not taking it away from the Eagles, but Josh Allen played a good game. How many turnovers he had that game?
One
pick, right? One pick.
One.
That's it. One pick. But it was when the pick happened because Jalen's pick was early in the game.
Mm-hmm.
His was later.
His was in the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
All right, the next one. The NFC wildcard race is starting to get really interesting, and my gut feeling is the Rams will get in.
Yeah. I mean, they get in.
They won't stay in long.
Yeah.
Okay. The Ravens. This is the best Ravens team of Lamar Jackson's era. Even if the offseason has a bad game, they still have the number 1 defense.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I mean, it is. Yeah.
Okay. NFC South. I think I'm done watching NFC South games. The coaching and quarterback play are by far the worst in them.
100% guaranteed.
Okay. Next, Jaguars. Lawrence is greater than Stroud for now. Big sigh of relief for Jags. It would have been a real shame if they let a rookie win the South.
Well, look, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest, right? I think even if they would have won the game, we would have still won the division.
It's just very heavy.
That's just my honest truth. I love to give CJ his flowers, right? I think he's doing great. So, and then, you know, this might sound bad. I'm always pro-Black. So, I love Trevor, but I'm pro-Black. So, Good job,
All right.
CJ.
Next, Cowboys. Another stellar performance from Dak. He's on track to make a run for MVP if he keeps this up in December.
Oh gosh.
No, that was horrible. There's no takeaway.
So I
beat
don't agree
nobody
with
worth
that
the F.
because every team that the Cowboys have beaten has no more than 4 wins this season.
Yeah, I'm saying. But one thing Dak said, it doesn't matter what you do now, it's what you do in the playoffs. So that's why he's not comfortable with where they're at, because of the fact that there's the playoffs that matters. And I respect that. I keep that mentality when you go into the playoffs, Mr. Dak Prescott.
Next, we have the Green Bay Packers. They said, I was ready to bail on Jordan Love, but maybe he deserves another year's Packers in playoff contention. I wasn't gonna bail on him. He's doing his thing and he's proven a lot of people wrong, you know? So
People so quick to throw somebody away. Like, bro, you gotta also take into consideration what did they come into? You know what I'm saying? Like, what like honestly, for real, what was the expectation for Green Bay?
So this is how I see it, right? Because you notice it with a lot of teams that have a franchise quarterback for a long time. The minute that franchise quarterback is gone, they don't have faith in nobody else because that's what they were comfortable with. So
Yeah,
I
but
think that's why
his-
a lot of people were like, oh, well, he's not Aaron Rodgers. We don't know him. We don't know how he's going to play X, Y, and Z. So I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong. I wanted him to do good to prove a lot of people wrong. But you see that with so many teams when it comes to longevity franchise players and quarterbacks.
Yeah, but you got to remember, towards Rodgers' last few years, his performance started to decline. He wasn't far off. You get what I'm saying?
His numbers were still good because he was still winning MVP, and his numbers were good. And I think that's what people were afraid of. They didn't want to have a shitty quarterback.
Well, he all right. I also feel like he ain't get no real leadership training. There was no OJT.
No, but he did a complete 180 when he went over to New York. So he's what's the word I'm looking at? He's learning his faults from when he was in Green Bay. Next, we have the Pats. The tank rolls on. The Patriots are now on the 3rd overall pick and will have a position to draft a top quarterback. I think they need to keep tanking it. I do.
Ain't gone.
Kansas City, Rice is clearly the best wide receiver on this team, and I have no doubt that the KC offense will be just fine come playoff time.
I agree.
I agree too. And then last but not least, Steelers. Is anyone surprised at what happened? Tomlin fires Canada, and then Pickett has the best game of his season.
No. Look, they got rid of Josh McDaniels. Antonio Pierce comes in. They play good and win a couple of games. You see it all the time. It's got to be sustained.
Yeah, I agree. Right, Toby? Right, stink of butt. All right. I just thought this was funny. My coach was standing on business. So on the left side, June, they called this play a roughing the passer when it was clearly a sack, and they threw a flag for roughing the passer. And my head coach stood on big business and went up and chewed out that ref. It was in his face, like everything. So.
Wow.
That's great. All right. So let's talk about it. Jaden Daniels. This was on Saturday when LSU played. He was 16 for 24, 355 total yards, 4 touchdowns, right? So Heisman question mark. He has been having stellar performances week by week over there in Louisiana. Him and Bo Nix and Drake May are all and then of course Caleb Williams are on the running for Heisman. Now, Frank, a lot of people are saying that Jaden Daniels. So if you watch Louisiana play, LSU play, he plays really good football, super good, fantastic football. Now, a lot of people want him or Drake May to be the new quarterback for the New England Patriots. So what I want you to do, Frank, is do your homework on both quarterbacks, because I'm going to come back and ask you this question next week and ask you, who would you prefer if you guys were to draft a quarterback in the first round of the draft next year?
What's the other player's name?
Drake May. I'll text you the names.
What team he plays for?
UNC.
What's his year? How many years he got in college?
4.
He's a
senior.
He been starting the whole time, or he's not?
No, he's been starting the last 2 years. He was under Sam Howell.
And this guy right here, how long he been playing?
4 years. 3 years. 3 years. He was under Joe Burrow.
Okay.
Okay. Now we have a quick little game that we'll do predictions. So I'm going to ask you a question, okay? So this is what we're going to do it a little different, okay? So each person has 60 seconds, okay? To answer the questions, okay? To answer the question. And if you can't answer all 10 in 60 seconds, the next person has 60 seconds to finish the remainings. Does that make sense? Right?
60 seconds?
So if I say name all the colors of the rainbow, right? In June, you have 60 seconds. You're like red, orange, yellow, green. But you forget blue and purple, right? Frank has 60 seconds to answer the blue and purple. And if he can't get it, Nikki has 60 seconds. Does that make sense?
That's a long time.
All right, you want to do 30? But this one is 10. You got to guess 10. That's why I said a minute. Unless you want to, do you want to do 30 seconds, June?
No, I'm cool with it. Whatever you guys want.
You said it's a lot of time. So I just don't want you to say I'm cheating.
I mean, I've been cheated all year, you know what I mean?
All right. So June, would you like to go first? No, we're not. We're going to let Nikki go first. All right. We're going to let Nikki go first on this first one. Okay. Let me get my timer ready. And then I have them written down in order, but you don't have to say them in order. Okay. All right. So the question is, who are the top 10 postseason quarterbacks of all time? Who are the top 10 postseason quarterbacks of all time? Okay, so your timer starts, so you have 60 seconds to name 10 people, okay? Top 10 quarterbacks in the postseasons of all time. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
I don't know.
Just start naming some.
I'll help you. Nick Foles.
Nick
June,
Foles.
it's not your turn. No, that's incorrect.
Well, I got it wrong.
You got to keep going. You got 60 seconds to name.
And the fact
In June, you can't. No one can talk while it's her turn.
All right. You
He
ain't
knows
that was
the
clear.
man.
That was clear.
Wrong.
Cam
25
Newton.
seconds left. Wrong. Nikki, all time.
Kaepernick.
No, Nikki.
No.
10 seconds left.
Lamar Jackson.
Nikki, he's won one playoff game. And time. All right. June, you ready? Top 10 quarterbacks in the postseason of all time. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Brady.
Yes, that's one. He's number 1.
The Manning
going.
brothers.
Hey,
Yeah.
Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning's number 3.
I just gave you that.
The other Manning.
Eli Manning's number 9.
Yeah, I just gave you that. I just said the Manning brothers.
The Manning brother.
All right, come on, June. You got 30 seconds left.
Kelly from the Bills.
No,
What?
he's not top 10.
Hold on.
20 seconds left.
Mike Vick.
No, Nikki, it's not your turn.
Oh.
She messed me up. Add another 15 seconds there.
You also
I
helped
gave
you
you
out
the
when she said
Manning brothers.
so
Right. You
No,
ate
no,
that
I was
one
gonna
up.
You
say
got
that.
10 seconds.
Roethlisberger.
Yep, he's number 4. 5,
Stallback.
4, 3, 2, 1. That's correct. He's number 7.
Bregman.
he said
Troy
Staubach.
Aikman's number 8. Yeah, Staubach and Aikman, number 7 and number 8. All right. You ready, Frank?
Dang. See,
Mm-hmm.
told you.
You have
Live.
to name the remaining Frank. Frank over here.
All right,
cheating.
Frank. So
No,
we have Tom Brady.
I wrote down. See,
Yeah, we
I
have
ain't cheating.
Brady, Manning, Big Ben,
I ain't
Staubach,
write nothing down.
Aikman,
You
Manning,
don't know nothing.
Eli Manning. Okay,
Joe
ready,
I
Montana.
know the
Frank?
Manning brothers.
So you need. Wait, I didn't start yet. You need 2, 5, 6, and 10.
I don't
All
know
right.
that. Listen, Montana.
All right, wait. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Montana.
Montana's number 2.
Damn.
Young.
Damn.
No.
Brett Favre.
No.
Elway.
Elway's number 5.
John Elway, Brett Favre, Aaron
Oh,
Rodgers.
damn.
Rodgers is not on here.
Okay. Phillip Rivers.
No.
Okay. Patrick Mahomes.
No.
No.
You said Big
I
Ben.
could have told you that.
Nah, his numbers are good though. Mahomes' numbers are good. You
Yeah,
said
but not
Staubach.
all time.
Bart Starr.
Star's number 10. You
Yeah,
got 15
Starr.
seconds to name the last one, number 6.
Number 6. You got Aikman, you got Montana, you got Brady, you got Eli, you got Peyton, you got Big Ben, you Breeze.
No.
Time.
5, 4,
4, 3.
I don't know the last one. I probably do, but I
1.
don't know.
Terry Bradshaw.
I was gonna say that.
I knew it.
It was my turn. You should have said, you should have went back around.
No, Nikki helped you when she screamed out the Manning brothers.
But
You
Nikki
said
should have
Eli.
screamed out the Manning brothers for her instead of saying Geno
Yeah,
Smith.
and then after Bree already said,
Do you
when Nikki
notice
was
that
talking,
everybody I said was a black quarterback? Dummies. I wasn't playing. Shit.
just
Well,
watch
Why
what
was
you
he-
when you walk
You
in.
gotta play, Nikki. This is a game.
I don't feel like playing, Bree. Huh? For real. It's open. I was playing, Bree. I was playing. But I named the Manning brothers right after. Everybody know Tom Brady was one. That was the easiest one, and I didn't name him. Come on, bro.
that was pretty tough.
It
Now
was
one.
pretty tough. I only knew about 3 of them.
Yeah, you ain't gonna know Bart Starr and Roger Staubach.
June was the winner with 6 correct quarterbacks.
You know,
I
if
knew
I
it.
would have named the
I
3,
knew it.
June and I would have popped.
Right?
First
Because
off,
if I would have named 3,
he
only
went
would have had 3
second
points.
after Nikki. He named and one of them shouldn't count because it was after the time went out. He said Bart Starr. I mean, Starback.
Well, Frank, you wasn't. You didn't get. You got 4.
No,
Even
no,
if-
it's fine. I'm not mad at it. He used the
Nah.
ones I was going to say. He got the ones I was going to say. You
I
got dig
left
deep.
3 on the board for him. To be honest,
I mean, you helped him out. After Bree said
I know.
nobody talked
Hey,
but Nikki,
hey.
Nikki still spoke.
I didn't
Afterwards.
hear
yeah,
Nikki.
and
Your
I
phone was
said the
breaking up.
Manning brothers.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, you know.
I mean,
I know he
listen,
could've said both.
I'm okay with the fact it take two of y'all to take me down. I'm good with it.
No, it didn't take two of us. It didn't take two of us.
Your
I didn't say
phone was breaking up. I barely heard what you said.
Shut
Oh,
up.
you
Then
see
you
now?
said
All right,
the
I'm not.
Manning
You know what?
brother. Look at him. He be lying, bro. Why you always lying?
All right.
Lying.
Last game.
Look at this.
Last game we have is trivia. All
All right,
right.
let's see.
So everyone, if you know the answer, you're gonna raise raise your hand, not the hand on Zoom or anything. If you know, just shoot your hand up. I will see who has the first person with their hand up, okay?
All right.
All right.
Let's go.
First question. All right, let me do JFN. All right. How many officials are there in an NFL game? June.
Jeez. 6.
June.
That's correct.
Time's up. Time's up.
No, he answered it.
No, he said six. He said six.
Oh, I didn't hear him. Okay.
And my hand was up for a while too. Jeez, my arm was getting tired.
All right, next question. Well, you were like this when I
No,
started.
no. As soon as you got done, my hand. As soon as you got done.
You were like this when I was reading the question.
Yeah, my hand was.
Yes,
as soon
you
as you
were.
got done, my hand went up. It just seemed like.
All right. All right.
No,
All right.
okay, well, keep your hands down.
I was just super fast with it.
Okay, June. Which quarterback has the most career rushing yards with 6,109?
You said which what now?
Which quarterback has the most career rushing yards with 6,109?
Yeah, I don't know. I ain't even gonna play the game.
Frank,
Lamar Jackson.
that's incorrect.
Okay.
I love him.
June,
Cam Newton.
that's incorrect.
Nikki.
Frank.
Mike Vick.
Mike,
Damn.
that's correct.
I knew it.
I was hoping you got it and you didn't, sucker.
Shit.
Thought
I
on
felt bad.
face.
Yeah.
He said Cam Newton. Sit down,
All right.
bro.
I was thinking of the touchdowns. God.
Okay. All right, next question. Which team did Emmitt Smith finish his career with? Frank.
Arizona.
Arizona. What'd you say, Nikki?
Cowboy.
He retired as a Cowboy. He went back and retired as a Cowboy, but he finished his career with Arizona. That's when he broke the rushing record.
That wasn't wrong.
Okay.
Actually, you wasn't wrong. You was right.
Who was the first quarterback to throw for 5,000 yards in a season? Who was the first, Frank?
Dan Marino.
That is correct.
Come on, June. Come on,
All right.
Cam was way faster.
June.
Aaron Donald was drafted by which team in 2014?
Oh, I'm gonna
Frank.
Rams.
Yeah, I should have clipped on the seatbelt.
What Rams?
St. Louis Rams.
That's correct.
Come on now.
Dude, what's wrong? You're not fast enough.
And he's
My
getting
hand
younger
was
than me.
up. I don't know how
Hey,
fast.
remember,
No. Frank's hand goes up, then your hand goes up.
Hey,
You're not
June
fast
runs 5
enough.
miles. June runs 5 miles. I don't run none. Look at him. Struggling.
All right, easy question. Who was the #1 draft pick in 2020? June. June.
How much time are you giving us? You didn't even tell me.
You raised your hand. That means you know the answer. Say the answer.
Oh. They didn't tell me it was like a time limit this time.
No, but
Come
you
on,
raised your
dude. Pick,
hand.
say the answer. You cheating.
No, I'm just asking.
Yes. Okay, say the answer. And if anybody raises their hand and you don't say the answer, I'm giving it to them.
2020.
2020.
Who was the #1 draft pick in 2020? June. Come on, hurry up. 'Cause we gotta do
Dang,
it.
all this pressure.
Trevor.
Nikki, you're incorrect. Your hand's not raised. Frank.
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow's correct.
He looked it
Oh,
up.
shite.
No, I
he
didn't.
You didn't hear the clicking sound?
Yeah, you hear this?
It was like,
You hear the clicking is this.
You know, like this. Click, click, click.
Bro, listen to it. Look what I got. I'm gonna show you what I got because I'm fancy. I don't got a mouse. I got a trackpad. You're not gonna
Even worse. Even worse. Yep. More expensive.
It is.
Whoever was 2021.
All right, this one's a little tricky one, but it's okay. One of y'all can get it. What NFL quarterback ran a 5.28 40-yard dash in 2000?
Tom Brady.
Right.
Come on now. My
I
hands.
knew that. I knew that.
It doesn't matter. Your hands was not fast enough. So I got a question for June, right? Got a question. Just June. I know Nikki don't know it. Bree, you can participate if you want. How many total championships did Vince Lombardi have?
One.
What? Wrong. You're disrespectful. 100% disrespectful.
The only one that matters is the first one.
No, it does not.
Why ain't the first one the one that matters?
I said how many he has total championships, not Super Bowls, total championships.
Oh shit, man! I don't know how many total championships he has. Well, hold on, Bree. Well, how many championships does he have total? Total championships.
He has. She weak as fuck right now.
Where's my damn Super Bowl trophy at? Hold on. Let me go get it. Hold on.
Right?
Wait, Bree. Wait. I thought he had 7.
I thought he had 5.
He probably
You thought wrong, buddy.
Hold on.
Try it again. Let me tell you the one that matters.
No,
This
he's
one
right.
right here.
He's right. She's right. It is 5 total.
This one right here.
June, no. Anyways.
No. He has 5, June. He's
Okay, so how many Super Bowls did Vince Lombardi win back to back? How many?
Two.
Those.
And which ones were they?
1 and 2.
Okay. There's 1 and 2. Good job, Bree. Thank you, Bree.
Yeah. So he has 7 total, but
Just dead.
No, it's 5,
Look
love.
at
It's
my
5.
coins,
It's 5.
kid.
It's 5 total. It is 5 total.
7.
It's 2 Super Bowls and 3 NFL championships.
Bruh,
What?
you gotta be Pacific, man. Pacific. Like the ocean.
I said how many total championships. I ain't say which
so
one.
Frank won with 6 correct trivia.
Thank you, Bree. I appreciate you.
Well, the phone wasn't breaking up.
What?
The phone, you're not even
Hey,
on your
hey,
phone.
you-
You're on
hey,
your
you know
iPad.
what?
First
Hey.
of all, this is how you know he's a liar. He's not on his phone. He's on his iPad. He's on Wi-Fi. I'm on Wi-Fi. He can hear me correctly.
When he's
And
winning. When he's winning, he's correct.
when he's winning, everything is good.
Yeah. Of course.
Phone
Do y'all see Toby?
The phone break up.
All
All
right.
right, let's go. Let's
You guys ready for
Yeah, I gotta go make Ava
predictions?
some food. Ava keeps burning the bacon, so I gotta go do it for her.
All right.
What's up?
So week 13,
Can you
Thursday.
hear? Hey, phone break up.
June, shut up, June. We hear every word, right? So,
Now Nikki is a witness to how June is when we play games. So Thursday,
break up.
November 30th, we have can you hear June?
Phone break
don't
up.
you hear him talking about phone break
Okay.
up? You hear every
Anyways,
word.
I'll get June's picks later. So on Thursday, he needs to go fix that Metro PCS that he has connected to his iPad.
Mhm.
So we have Seattle Seahawks at Dallas Cowboys. Nikki.
We them boys.
Frank.
I'm going Cowboys.
I went Cowboys as well. June, can you hear or do you need to send your picks later?
June says Seattle.
Okay.
Cowboys. We're going to
Oh, you
lose. And I'm going with Seattle, baby. 'Cause Seattle
I told
has to
you.
win.
But I told
You're
you.
going Seattle?
Yes.
Seattle.
He's not gonna
Seattle.
pick the Cowboys to win, girl. Come on now.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna go
I can't believe you
Seattle
guys
as
are going to
well.
go with the Cowboys or Seattle.
No,
Or
so I'm gonna
must
pick
win.
Seattle as well, only for the fact that the Cowboys hasn't beaten a team with more than 4 wins. So
You went Seattle, Bree?
yeah.
Okay.
Next we have Sunday, December 3rd, Cardinals at Steelers. Oh, what'd you say, Nikki?
No, that was Khalil talking in the background.
Oh,
Yeah, that's good.
Cardinals at Steelers. Frank,
Oh, I'm going Steelers, bro. Come on now.
Nikki,
Steelers. Steelers.
June,
I'm going with the 1970s steel curtain.
Khalil.
Right.
Ah, here, baby. What's wrong? All right, well, you can stay there. All right. Next, we have Chargers at Patriots. Nikki,
Oh. Chargers.
Tough one.
Frank,
Chargers.
June.
Chargers.
I also went Chargers. Next we
couldn't
have
beat the
Colts at
Giants.
Titans.
You think we're gonna
Next
beat
we
the
have
Chargers?
Colts. Oh, we have Colts at Tennessee Titans. Nikki,
The Colts.
Frank,
I'm going Colts. Minshew's gonna keep rolling.
June.
That was the thing. The Titans need to let go of Henry. Like, they're DONE. Let that man.
They got the Colts favored by 1 point.
Yeah, Titans. I mean, Colts.
Yeah, I'm going with
Yeah,
the Colts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna go Titans. I'm gonna go Titans at home. I'm gonna go Derrick Henry's gonna run all over that freaking defense. Huh? All right, next we have the Broncos at Texans. I went Texans. That's gonna be a good game. Nikki,
Mm.
why are you crying? Come here now.
I'm going.
You know she's gonna go Colts. I mean, she's gonna go Broncos because she can't go Texans in their division.
Oh, it doesn't matter. They're 2 games behind us.
Don't say that. There's a lot of games left to play.
Yeah, I know, but I mean,
Trevor could get hurt, and then y'all up 6 creek without a paddle.
What did I say when you were making your pick?
A lot of shit. You was breathing.
I didn't say anything.
You was breathing. That's enough. Now go ahead, boo.
I'm going to go Broncos.
I told you. What I
Frank,
said? I'm going Texans. I'm sticking with CJ Stroud, man. I'm rolling with him.
June.
I'm going Broncos.
Next we have Lions at Saints. I went Texans. Nikki, Lions at Saints.
Oh, I'm going to line. Saints. Had I not picked the Saints this last week, I would have won the pickup. Fucking dumb.
June.
Lions.
Frank.
Lions.
I went Lions as well. Next we have Falcons at Jets. Nikki.
Ooh.
Falcons.
Does
Frank.
Flacco makes his appearance?
They need to put Zach Wilson back in that game.
They do. They in MetLife?
Yeah, I went Jets at home.
I'm going Jets home. It's cold weather. Them Falcons don't know how to play in cold weather. Going Jets. And we
June.
record this week. I'm like, I should have went Falcons.
June.
I'm going Jets too, man. Just because they beat the Eagles.
All right, next we have Dolphins at Washington Commanders. Nikki.
Them Ben.
I also went Dolphins. June.
Dolphins.
Nikki.
She said them
I
Fins.
meant Frank.
Dolphins. Going Tua, Waddle, Hill. Let's go.
Next we have Panthers at Bucks. I went Bucks. Frank.
Yeah, I'm going Bucks.
Nikki.
I mean, you have no choice.
Huh?
Bucks.
Oh.
Okay. June.
Bucks.
Next we have 49ers at Eagles. I went Eagles. Nikki.
I'm going Niners.
Frank.
On Eagles.
I know James going Eagles. Next, we have the Browns at Rams. I went Rams. Frank. Their quarterback's in concussion protocol, so I don't think he's playing.
I'm going Rams. Browns.
Rams house. Nikki?
Yeah, I'll go to the Rams.
Rams?
Yeah.
Okay. June?
Rams at who?
Browns at Rams. Remember, their quarterback got a concussion.
Rams. I hate that. I hate that.
Next, we have Chiefs at Packers. Frank.
I'm going with the E7s.
Nikki.
Even pride. What you said?
June.
Frank.
What? Oh yeah. Hey, there you go. There you go. That shit burns my fucking biscuit
Dustin.
every time. I just want to break his fingers. Like, oh, I hate it.
Yeah.
Picture for Frank the other day. Where is it? Damn it.
So, real fast. Kadarius, Tony, McKinnon, and Hardman are all are not probably going to be playing. Well,
Yeah,
Hardman's on IR.
It is.
I'm going to go Chiefs too, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Packers, the way they played on Thanksgiving against the Lions, you know?
Look,
It's, I'm going to go Chiefs.
if they lose to the Packers, Nick Wright can't even come on TV. I just want to let you know that. Like he
got a tattoo right before the season started. Yeah, he got a tattoo that says 17-0. I think he did. Remember, we were watching it, and when they lost, he said, I got to get my tattoo changed now. My wife thought it was the stupidest mistake I've ever made.
I don't pay attention to that fool.
Yeah. All right. And then on Monday, December 4th, we have Bengals.
I'm going Jacks at home. Bengals, no Burrow. Come on now.
Yeah, our game is Monday.
Yes. I also went Jags, June.
I'm going with the Jacksonville. Dougie Petersons.
And then Nikki's going Jags. And those are all the picks we have. All right.
I didn't get the pick.
You going
Nikki,
Jags?
you're going Jacksonville.
I didn't get to hear you. Yeah, I'm going. All right.
There's no Joe Burrow. If Joe Shiesty was there, that's different. But no Joe Burrow. Gotta go with Jags.
Oh, everybody went to Jags. Damn. Y'all just want this guarantee.
What? The guarantee was picking the Eagles.
No, first of all,
They 10-1. I mean, I don't know who got a better record than them. It ain't Jacksonville. I tell you who don't have a better record than them.
No.
Patriots either. So 10-1.
First of all, when I said the
Eagles.
guarantee, I was okay.
You ain't gonna have my back.
Okay.
Hey. Fly. Eagles fly.
Dude, shut the fuck up, bro. Like,
On the road to victory.
Does my aunt need to come on here and sing the song, June?
no, please don't. Please don't. America don't need to hear none of that. Listen.
My aunt has a good singing voice.
Well, just she could sing something other than that Fly Eagles Fly song.
No, that's the only song she
Can you
sings.
come unlock the door?
That's not what she know. That's it. Let's go. Let's close up. I gotta go cook. Sorry for
All
Ava.
right. Yep, and I gotta start cooking dinner. It's 5:30. So another great episode, great topics, good games. Week 13, right around the corner. Playoffs are right around the corner. Good luck to everybody. This weekend, don't forget. We got the championship on Saturday, Florida State. Pray for my Noles. We pull out this W against Louisville. We need that rematch. So make sure you listen, tune, subscribe, follow us on all of our social media platforms. Thanks for listening to Frank Presents the Play Call. We'll see you guys next week. Goodbye. And
Peace.
good luck to Frank.
Bye.
Good luck to Frank. He's in surgery on Friday, so prayers and best wishes.
I appreciate that.
Oh, no.
Appreciate that. I should be home in no time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Later.
Let's go.